This is your body with mitochondria. This is your body without mitochondria. You may be asking, what could be responsible for such a large difference? The mitochondria. This organelle in particular is actually in control of 95% of your physical energy in the form of ATP. It can also move, change shape, and divide. Everything your body does, in every part of the day, is responsible in part by the copious amounts of ATP that the mitochondria puts into the body. Being the powerhouse of the cell, its main job is to perform aerobic respiration and convert organic compounds and oxygen to carbon dioxide, water, and heat. But let's cast the mitochondria aside for a second. Why shouldn't you vote for the other organelles? Lysosomes may seem all nice, chill, and confident, but they're not. They're nicknamed suicide bags. The lysosome can explode, and when they do, they release a deadly toxin that will kill the entire cell. The lysosome is a very powerful organelle, as well as unpredictable and volatile. As if this isn't enough, it also causes Fabry disease. Fabry disease is a lysosomal storage disease that causes pain throughout the entire body, kidney complications, high blood pressure, many welts, and painful skin rashes. Doesn't seem like an organelle that I would put in charge. And now for ribosomes. The ribosomes might synthesize RNA into proteins, but what good does that do? There are certain mutations of the ribosome that affect its movements during translation, and appear to cause a decrease in the accuracy of protein synthesis. For example, the wrong amino acids get put into the protein with increased frequency. Thus, the movements themselves may be directly tied to the mechanism by which the ribosome makes sure that the correct amino acid is being added to the protein at each point along the mRNA. The cell must prioritize energy over proteins, because without energy, the protein synthesis would never even happen. And now for the cell membrane. If the cell membrane is so protective, how is it that viruses can still break through and inject their DNA into the cell? It can also cause heart disease. And if there's a break in the cell and it's not repaired in time, it can result in the death of the affected cell. Anything can get in the cell if it's small enough, and once it fails, the cell is probably going to die. Clearly, this organelle can't run an entire cell when it's already worrying about the entry and diffusion of various ions and foreign objects. And lastly, the endoplasmic reticulum. The endoplasmic reticulum is where the ribosomes travel to get from place to place. Highways are meant to be walked on, not liters. The malfunctioning of the endoplasmic reticulum of cells can trigger an unfolded protein response. This can cause a variety of ER stresses, including the inhibition of protein glycosylation and calcium imbalance. If all of that information didn't convince you to vote for the mitochondria, I guess you don't need energy to live on a daily basis. But for the rest of us that do need energy to live on a daily basis, I hope we express our appreciation by voting for the mitochondria today.
You should vote for the mitochondria.
Because
The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
vote now.
No,